Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie and let's get started with making some gingies. And I'm going to begin with a bag of the Dollar Tree wooden gingies, 14 in a pack. And I'm going to go in with the apple barrel paint in the color nutmeg brown and the Waverly chalk paint in the color ballet slipper. And I'm going to use this puffy paint. This is also from the Dollar Tree and it's actually a fabric paint, but it works very well as a puffy paint on wood. And I'm just going to go very basic for this moment. And I'm also going to use this other puffy paint that I made with just some white puffy paint. And then I added some of the ballet slipper chalk paint. And this is very custom. You could do this basically with any color. Just mix the two together and then you have your own custom puffy paint. It's great. So here I'm just going to do very basic lines. And we'll finish embellishing these a little bit later. But for now, here's how they look. For DIY number 1. I'm going to begin with these two mini cutting boards that were in my stash, and I'm going to paint them in the nutmeg brown. And then I'm going to use this pink paint marker, and I'm just going to go around the whole perimeter edge of these two mini cutting boards so they look like this. And now I'm going to take two of my little gingies, one of each color, and adhere them to the fronts of these cutting boards. These are just absolutely perfect size for ornaments. I'm going to take some of this cotton twine from the Dollar Tree, and let me tell you, that's a fantastic deal there. I'm just going to snip off a little end and I'm going to thread it through the holes because these will be my hangers. And I'm just going to do this to both. Quick little hangers. I'm going to add a little dab of glue to the back so I can press the knot on the back. That way there's no knot showing. Now I picked up this pack of nail art decorations and they came from Amazon, and I'm just going to add a few little dabs of this white puffy paint or fabric paint, and with my tweezers I'm just going to take these little bits of peppermints, the peppermint slices, and again these are actually nail art, so I thought these would be perfect for little things. I've used them before in other videos, but they had the pastel colors, so I thought, oh, perfect. I'm just going to add those, and then I'm just going to finish this DIY with a couple cute little bows using this gingham ribbon from Easter. And I used pink for the little girl, and then I used a yellow for the little boy. And I also added a little baker's twine bow on the little girl's head, and just like that. And that is it. Super cute little ornaments. Here's how they look. Here's the little girl. And here's the little boy, and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 2, I'm using this mini rolling pin from Amazon, and I'm going to go in with the same paints that I used earlier in this manner. And then I'm going to go in with some of this pink and white gingham fabric from the Dollar Tree as part of the breast cancer awareness collection that they have going on right now. And this fabric is really cute. It's kind of unique because it's got like blotches. So I think that just makes it special. And I'm going to figure out how much I'm going to need. And thank goodness for these lines. It makes it easy to cut and figure out how much to cut. So I'll go ahead and cut this little piece. And I'm just going to roll it real quick to see exactly how much of the length I'll need. Snip off the excess. And now I'll take my Mod Podge. This one is from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take a little bit, place it on my rolling pin, and now smooth it out. And now I'm going to place it down on my fabric and do the same little rolling method by pressing everything down, adding a little bit more of the Mod Podge on the end. That way it seals it up nice and tight, pressing it down. And then I'll add a little bit more Mod Podge on the outside just to seal everything up. And now I'll just place these on some clamps just to keep it up so it'll dry nicely. I'll set this aside. And now I'm going to go back in with that same fabric. One end had a nice frayed edge, so I decided to remove that piece for my next project. You'll see it in my next DIY, but it's super cute. Look at that. So now here is my little rolling pin, nice and dry. And I'm just going to go in with some of this rickrack from Easter. Again, from Easter. Hey, this stuff works. It's color coordinating. And I'm just going to snip off two little pieces, and I'm just going to use my Beacon Fabric Tech glue adhesive onto the sides in this manner, and I'm just going to gently place these pieces of rickrack, try to match the end to the end of the fabric where it ends. And I did this to both sides, and then I added a little bow off camera, and here's how it looks, and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 3, I'm going to begin with using this wooden breadboard from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to go in with the nutmeg brown again. Now here is that piece of fabric that I snipped off the cancer awareness gingham fabric, and I'm going to go in with my Beacon Fabric Tech adhesive, and I'm going to adhere this piece of fabric onto the top of this breadboard, and then go all the way around to the back as well. That way it's a nice finished look. And then I'll adhere the end, snip off the excess, and of course I'll save the excess for something else, for another video, maybe Easter, who knows. Now speaking of Easter, I'll go back in with this Easter rickrack in the color pink, and I'll use my Fabric Tech glue. That's great for fabric, ribbons, all kinds of materials. Works great. And I'll just adhere it going all the way around to the other side. And it dries pretty quickly, so that's one thing why I love so much about it. And it's not as quick as hot glue, so I do have time to move it around if I need to. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go in with one of these little clay silicone gingerbread ornaments from the Dollar Tree. I don't think they're new. I think they had them last year, but I never did find them last year. And I'm going to remove these little eye hooks. They are great for other projects. And these little embellishments, they come right off. Just kind of peel them off. And I'm going to do my own embellishing. I'm going to use my homemade puffy paint. And I'm just going to do a little dress form on the little girl. Nothing fancy, just a little bit of an outline of a little dress. And I wanted to give her this look with the pink puffy paint, and just take my time and get it all nice and looking cute. And I'm actually really liking this pink gingerbread theme. I really do. So now I gave her a little smile and a couple of little cheeks. Now I'm taking some more of these little nail art pieces, and I'm going to place them where her little buttons are supposed to be. And I think I use all the pink, well, not all the pink ones, but I think I use just pink on here as well. I do mix them up throughout my video, you'll see that. But here I'm just gonna stay with the pink. And once I get this completed, then I go ahead and take some of the Dollar Tree Fix All adhesive to adhere her onto the little breadboard. She has the look of clay, but I'm pretty sure she's a silicone. And if you guys know, silicone and adhesive, they don't mix. Hence our silicone spatulas. Okay, so now I'm going to use some more of this pink gingham ribbon, and I'm going to create a different kind of bow. I'm just going to wrap this ribbon around a good 5 or 6 times in this manner, and then I'll take some of the pink cotton baker's twine from the Dollar Tree, and I'll tie the center of these loops with this piece of cotton twine. And I tie it really tight, do a couple of knots, and then I'll go ahead and open up the loops to reveal a triple little bow. Super easy to make, quick, and so cute. And I do dovetail the ends, even though the ends really won't be shown too much, but I go ahead and dovetail them just to give it that finished look. And then I'll just adhere it to my little breadboard, and then I'll use the ends of the cotton twine to tie it to the back. And now it's looking super cute, but I'm noticing I need a hole so I can hang it as an ornament. So I'm just simply going to take my drill and make a hole. Of course, I'm going to use a little block of wood to protect my surface, and go ahead and create a hole. And then I'll go ahead and take some of that cotton twine, and using my tweezers, I'll just push it through to the other side and create my little hanger. And this is how it looks, and a closer look at the final reveal. This video is all about gingerbread ornaments, and joining me today is Anna from the Grace Life DIY Home Decor and Dawn from Shabby Meets Bling. And the three of us are all making gingerbread ornaments, and I believe 10 each. So definitely don't miss out on their videos to see what they created today. I'll have that link linked in my description box and also pinned in my comments for your convenience. For DIY number 4, I'm going to use these 2 wooden spoons, and I'm going to go in with some nutmeg brown And I'm going to take my homemade pink puffy paint, and I'm going to create 2 big dollops of some delicious kind of frosting on each. And then I'm going to use some more of the nail art that I have, because I had plenty there, so I might as well use them. And I'm just going to use different colors on this one, make it more of a pastel gingerbread DIY. And just using my tweezers, I'm going to carefully place them where I want until they look like this. Now they are nice and dry. And for these 2, I decided to attach them together like in a crisscross like this with a little bit of hot glue. And I'm also going to go in with some more of this pink cotton baker's twine from the Dollar Tree. Add a little dab of glue to start placing this on. And I'll just wrap it around a nice, I don't know, a good few times. And then I'll place the end on the back with another little bit of glue just to keep it nice and secure in this manner. And then add the other piece on top as well. That way everything is nice and tucked away. And then I'm happy with it. So now I'm going to take another piece of this twine and I'm going to create the hanger. So I'm just going to loop it, create a knot, and then I'm going to thread it through. That way it'll be anchored in place. Pulling it through the top, and then I'll take another little dab of glue to secure that using my silicone spatula so I don't burn my hands. And then finally I'll just top it off with a nice pink gingham bow. And that is it, looking super cute. Oh my goodness, it's adorable. Here's how it looks, and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 5, I'm going to begin with one of these little kitchen play sets from the Dollar Tree. It's the faux cast iron skillet with some other little pieces to it. I don't use them all, but I do use some. The little skillet is adorable. So I'm going to use my EMT shears to kind of round off these pieces of plastic bread to create some gingerbread silver dollar pancakes. So I paint them in the nutmeg brown, and I use the Dollar Tree chalkboard paint to make the skillet look more like cast iron. So now I'm going to take the little gingies and adhere them onto my little silver dollar pancakes. And then I'll add one of the pancakes onto the iron skillet and one onto the little spatula there on the left. And then I'll just top them off with a couple little bows. And look how adorable. Here is the skillet and here is the little spatula, and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 6, I'm going to use 2 of these ornaments already made from the Dollar Tree. They are the wood round slices with the snowflakes on the front. Super cute. I'm just going to utilize the back. I'm going to flip them over. I like the embellishments. I'm leaving those as well. I'm just going to go in with the nutmeg brown, give them a full coat. And I'm just simply going to adhere a couple of the little gingies, one of each color, on each of the wood slices in this manner. And then I'm going to top them both off with some more of these little triple bows that I like to make. I did add a few little sprigs of this Christmas greenery, just tiny little sprigs to go on the sides of the little bows. Nothing too fancy because it already had the embellishments on the other side, so I just wanted something simple to put on the front or on the back side. On this side, on this side of the wood slices. I'm just going to do that to each side of the little bow like this, making it look super cute. And I wanted to do something else different, so I'm going to take my collection of red, pink, purple, and brown buttons. Yes, I have my buttons put away and organized in colors. These are my warm colors. I'm just going to stack a brown with a pink and then adhere them to the center of my bows. And I also added these banners and I put Merry Christmas. And a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 7, I'm going to begin with 2 of these corrugated cardboard Christmas tree ornaments from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to remove these embellishments. They are adorable, but they don't go with my color scheme for these ornaments. So I'm just going to carefully remove them. Now, if you do this, be careful because it will tear your cardboard, because after all, it's just cardboard. So it will tear it, but don't worry, it will fix that. So I'm going to go in with some more of my puffy paint in the pink, and I'm just going to go along this whole outline and just take my time until I get them both completed like this. Now for the center where I kind of tore it, I am taking some of this glittery nail polish. This is also from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to add the glitter to this nail polish. And while I have it out, I'm going to go ahead and do my nails too. This is lovely. Okay, so we'll allow that to dry. It will dry clear. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of embellishments to the fronts of these Christmas trees with some other pieces from other ornaments that I've taken apart. And I'll add one little gingy to each of my Christmas trees, a brown one on one and a pink one on the other. And it's just a fun way to embellish these little ornaments in the gingerbread decor. And here's how they look. Super cute. Here's one, and then here's the other, and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 8, I'm going to use 2 more of these Dollar Tree ornaments. These are the wintry mini wreaths. These are absolutely beautiful, but they don't go with my pink gingerbread theme. So I'm going to use my heat gun to help soften up all this glue. These are loaded with glue, a lot of glue. And if you notice the little white berries, those are the ones that I used for my Christmas trees from the DIY prior. So now that I removed everything except for the little hanger, I'm going to use 2 more of these gingies, and I'm going to paint them with my pink puffy paint in this manner. Super adorable. And again, I'm going to utilize some more of this nail art. Yes, nail art. It's great. And I'm just going to embellish them with a few of these. And while the paint is drying, I'm going to go in with some of these mini bottle brush trees from the Dollar Tree. And I was also going to use some of this greenery, but I ended up not using it. And then my little gingies right here. And now all I'm going to do is take these bottle brush trees and I'm going to screw off the bottoms, the little wooden bottoms. And I'm just going to add a little dab of glue and I'm going to poke them inside these little wreaths because they are foam until they look like this. And then I'm going to take some of this transparent ribbon and I'm just going to create some little bows and place those on the very top to go with the existing clear ribbon for the hanger. And I'm just going to place it like this, and then I'm going to take some more of these berries and placing these as embellishments. And then I'll just take some more of the Dollar Tree Fix All adhesive and place them on each of the backs of these little gingies, because again, these are, I'm pretty sure they're silicone and I want to make sure they don't fall off. So I'm going to add those, and then that is it. Look how adorable they look. Here's the little boy and here's the little girl, and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 9, I'm going to use one of these mini canvases from the Dollar Tree from Crafter Square, and it has a mini easel to go with it, and I'm going to go in with a Waverly chalk pen in the color Ballet Slipper and my nutmeg brown from Apple Barrel, and I'm going to add my little gingies to the sides of the canvas. And then I'm going to take these little sticky note pads. I really like the swirl on it. I think it goes great with my theme. And I'm going to see where I want to place them, like this. I think this would be cute, but I want to do a little bit more embellishing on my canvas itself. So I'm going to go in with some more of this pink rickrack from Easter time, and I'm just going to take my Fabric Tech adhesive and go along the whole perimeter of this square and add my rickrack to create a little frame kind of look. So just like this. Look how cute. It almost looks like a cookie. I don't know. It's adorable. So now I'm going to add my sticky notes. This is going to be a little sticky note station as an ornament. So I'm just going to add some hot glue, place it in the center, and then add my little gingies on the top like they're standing on top of it. This is really different for sure. Yeah, this is an ornament. So now I'm going to take the easel and I'm just going to adhere this to the easel with a little bit of hot glue and place my little canvas on top, and I'll add some hot glue to the back as well. That way everything is nice and secure and centered. And of course I've got to top it off with a little bow, and I'll just add some more of this pink gingham to create a bow. And then I'll also tack down the little tails. The little tails were kind of like going all over the place. I just wanted the tails a little bit more fixed. So I just placed them on there. And now I'm going to add my little hanger. So I'm just going to flip this over and secure the easel itself so it doesn't swing around and open and close. I'll just add some hot glue, and then I'll go ahead and add my hanger to that. Use my silicone spatula to hold it in place. And finally, I had one more of those banners from the Gingies, and I'm just going to add on their memos with a pink marker, and I'll adhere it with some of the Fix All, because I'm sure this is silicone, I'm sure of it. And I'll just place that on the canvas, and a little bit of hot glue as well for the immediate hold. And then that is it. Super cute. Here's how it looks, and a closer look at the final reveal. For DIY number 10, I'm going to use this hamburger patty press from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take some beads, but first I'm going to use these 3 little cubes from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to adhere them to the inside of this patty press, just 3 like this. And now, using some of the Dollar Tree wood glue by Super Glue, I'm going to adhere 2 of these wooden beads to each of my wooden blocks in this manner. I did the dark pink on the bottom and then the light pink on the top, because I'm creating a little riser ornament. Yes, I sure am. And this wood glue would work great. And I'll allow that to dry completely, set it aside. And now I'm going to take the top of it, and I'm going to go in with some of the pink rickrack, and I'm going to take some of the regular hot glue because it's plastic, and I'm just going to press it down and go all the way around this little handle and embellish it with some of this cute pink rickrack in this manner, and snip off the excess like this. Now set that aside. Now I'm going to take this little wooden craft kit of a scenery. I'm just going to use a little house, and I'm going to paint it with the nutmeg brown paint by Apple Barrel. Now, using my puffy paint, my pink one, I'm just going to go and do a little embellishing on the outlines of the roof and along the whole perimeter of the little house, door and windows. Set that aside to dry. Now here is my little base. It's ready, and I'm going to take this little packet from Easter, and I'm going to use this pom-pom trim. But first, I'm taking my little top, and I want to place this on top of this little riser that I just made, and I need some pieces of wood to create a flush area. That way it'll sit perfectly and be secure. So I'm just picking up some little pieces of wood. These here, I believe they came off some kind of ornament from Christmas from the Dollar Tree. I think those little light up ones that are like 2D. Anyway, I'm going to take some hot glue, and I'm just going to place these on there just to create this flush piece. And now I'm just going to add some glue, hot glue, and look at that. It fits perfectly, and it'll stay nice and secure. Okay, so here's my little base for my DIY. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my pom-pom trim onto the outside circumference. So I'm just going to add a little dab of glue and go all the way around this edge. That way you can't even see it's 2 pieces. It'll just look like it's 1 piece. Plus it adds a cute little touch as well in the pink. So I just go along this whole round like this. Look how adorable. So now I'm going to take my hanger, and I'm going to loop it around the handle and create that. Add a little dab of glue to secure that in place. That way nothing slips off. And press it down with my silicone spatula. And now I can begin to embellish my little piece. So I'm going to use these pom-poms made out of styrofoam, and they were in my stash. So I'm just going to take my drill and create some little holes. I do 4 because I ended up using 4 of these. Well, they're not pom-poms. They're, I don't know, they're styrofoam kind of decor pieces. They look like cake pops to me. So I'm just going to take each, and I'm going to take some Fix All adhesive and poke the end in there, place it in the hole, and then secure it with some hot glue, and this will stay beautifully. And I do this to all 4 like this. This is the background. It's kind of like a little Candyland. And then I'm just going to take these little pieces of greenery just to kind of conceal the dabs of glue that I added on there. I don't like the glue showing, so I just added these. I added 2 to each one of these little bases of these. I'm going to call them cake pops. And now I can add my little house. Now I just realized that the bottom piece of this house They're for the base that it comes with. It's a wooden base and they kind of fit in there. So I just remove those. I'm not going to need them. And I'm just going to add some hot glue, nice hot, and place it in front of the little handle and against the handle. That way it's secure. And now I'm just going to add my little gingies, my little boy on the left. And I just add glue on the bottom and place him there. And then my little girl on the right and place her on there. And then I also add some greenery. And look how cute. And here's how it looks, and a closer look at the final reveal. If you're on Instagram, I invite you to come join me there. Here's my QR code. I post on there Monday through Fridays. And then here is my TikTok. I post on there Monday through Fridays as well. Here's my Pinterest handle. My DIYs are there. This is my QR code for Home Talk. I post on there twice a month. Here's my handle for Threads, and I post on there Monday through Fridays, some Saturdays. And here's my Facebook crafting group. I invite you to come join us on there. Everybody's very nice and supportive of each other. Here is my new Facebook crafting page, and I like to post unique content in that page. And now we're at the final reveal. Let me know what you think and which one's your favorite one. Well, I'd like to take a moment and thank Anna from the Grace Life DIY Home Decor and Dawn from Shabby Meets Bling for joining me in this fun gingerbread ornament collaboration. I can't wait to watch their videos and see what they created. I know they created 10 as well. So when you're done watching this video, please head on over to my description box. The playlist link is there, and I'll also pin it in my comments for your convenience, and enjoy the playlist. It's just the three of us. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you want to see more, definitely subscribe. And until my next video, stay healthy, safe, and strong, and have a great day. Bye-bye.